All right, so you got like the thing with the thing, and he's flying out of the thing, and then he's racing through the thing. And you got things flying at you, and he's dodging this thing, and we're flying all over the place, and there's bombs, and yeah, let's talk about Mission Impossible Fallout. All right, with this being the sixth installment of the Mission Impossible franchise, we pretty much got this down by now. We know the characters, similar plot lines, and this film carries that. It continues from the last one right into this one. So if you haven't seen the last one, Rogue Nation, was it? I'll have to look that up. Rogue Nation, Rogue something. Watch that, then watch this one. It might help you out. All right, but even though things are similar, it works so well. I think now you keep primary cast together for so many films, and the chemistry's natural now between the characters, the team. It's a similar story. We got a plutonium, and there's a syndicate of bad guys who want to grab it and coordinate attack and blow a bunch of things up. That's nothing new, but the way they do it is so good. It's just the storyline. When you got a solid storyline, with enough twists, and you have to pay attention too. There's like this character that may exist, may not exist. Someone in the film might actually be that character. So there's enough twists and turns where it makes the story itself intriguing, where you want to watch it. And then when you add a bunch of the action sequences, which we will talk about later, it just makes it a really good film. Henry Cavill. I was concerned, all the mustache jokes. And I was thinking I'm just going to see Superman on the film for 2.5 hours. And that's not the case. Henry Cavill plays a great character. I don't think a DC Universe once. He's believable. He's kind of like this observer, quote unquote. The team gets this mission, and we know while they're on these missions, everything goes crazy. So Henry's brought in to keep a watch and make sure this goes as planned, to make sure the person they get is captured and stays. And he's like the Overwatch to make sure the Mission Impossible group doesn't go all out of whack. All right, let's talk a little bit about the villains. They're good. You have who is going to be the bad guys. Plus, you got this mystery character. You're not sure what's going on, and the twist. So, I thought that was, even though it's similar. I keep saying similar. It's just done so well. And there's the one-liners that work. So the story is good. I enjoyed the story, and now let's get into the action sequences. I can probably spend an hour just talking about the action scenes. So you got the solid base. Now we pile on or layer these great action sequences. I mean, they're fantastic. This movie is up there with, for me, like The Dark Knight, Mad Max Fury Road. It's that tier. It's that level of tierness. Tierness? Is that a word? Whatever top tier is, Mission Impossible's in it. So, if you may or may not know, Tom Cruise does most of his stunts. He's a pilot, but he spent 18 months training for the helicopter scenes, so he learned how to fly a helicopter. He did the halo jump. He actually jumped out at 25,000 feet, and he's racing through, I believe it was one of the cities, Paris, in a motorcycle. And the way these shots are done are so impressive and so exciting. You get the sense of speed. The near misses and hits of the vehicles is just phenomenal. And the fact that, I keep going back to like the 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger movies where it's the body double, the stunt double on the motorcycle because the face looks different for a second. This is all Tom Cruise, and it works. Let's start with the halo jump. This scene is phenomenal looking. And I read a little bit how they pulled this off, but the logistics of this has to be, I mean, you can't get multiple takes because you're actually jumping out of the helicopter, but the way it was shot, where you have the cameraman kind of falling away from the back of the aircraft, and the bay doors down, and Tom's standing there. Then Tom comes at you right in the frame. I don't know how close he had to get to make it, in frame. I mean, if he shoots off left, right, or low, that's it. You have to do everything again. Get up in the plane, do all that again. I mean, and for a sequence that lasts a couple minutes on the film, I mean, it just shows you how much they put into this to make these action sequences exciting. The motorcycle chase. where he's going through he's going through head-on traffic, and you just feel the rev of that engine. It's so close, and it's just spectacular. You're just sitting on a screen. I don't think I blinked. Phenomenal. But I think the big one and the most impressive was the helicopter chase. I could have watched that for 2 hours, and not just the action. I want to mention the cinematography, just the way it's cut together, and the helicopter chase through the mountains, even the motorcycle chase, the halo jump. Everything just looks so awesome. It's we haven't seen this level of filmmaking in quite a while for an action movie. All right, so back to the helicopter chase. Again, Tom flies the helicopter, and I also learned that there's no cameraman in there. So for whatever reason, they decided not to put a cameraman in the back. So Tom had to set up the cameras to set up the shots and fly, which is, come on. So, and that sequence happens while another exciting part of the movie happens too. I don't want to forget about that, because Ving Rhames, all the other cast is really good. It's a solid movie. You care about the characters, but this is carried by the action. It truly is. And that helicopter chase scene was one of the best action sequences I've ever seen. I mean, really, it was just tremendous. Now, obviously, you can tell I really enjoyed it, but it does run long. I mean, by the end of the movie, I forgot what happened at the beginning of the movie. Not to say that's bad, it was just so much going on, and you do have to pay attention. There are a lot of twists and turns in this one, which I liked. It wasn't just, I saw Skyscraper a couple weeks ago, and that was just, there's a marginal difference between what was released this weekend with Fallout than Skyscraper. So yeah, I highly recommend this one. This is why you go to the movies. This is just such a fun movie, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this one. I can keep talking about this movie for quite a while. I don't want to give anything away. I want you to experience for yourself. Again, top-notch action film. So thanks for stopping by. I'm going to throw up a link to another video. If you want to check that out, other reviews, and we do also independent films. We got some playlists, check it out, some general movie talk. And the subscribers, we always use some subscribers. Come join us. Let's talk about movies, and let me know what you thought about Mission Impossible Fallout. It is the best one out of the bunch. Just a footnote. I think it is, and that's impressive. Number 6 being the best one. They got this thing down. So thanks for stopping by, and until next time.